Hi, my name is Tyvis Powell, former Ohio State Buckeye and national champion DB. Welcome to the Buckeye Cast. These guys was born and bred in the Buckeye State, and they like to talk Buckeye football and drink bourbon. Subscribe to the show. Now pour up a drink and pull up a stool. Here's your host, Joe Warwick. Get him, Joe.
Services worth on a bet.
All right, Tyvis, we appreciate you. We are live. YouTube, Twitter. Oh, I magically forgot about Instagram. Oh, well. They don't like me anyways. So, anyway. Hey, folks, welcome in. We are talking Buckeye football, as always, every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. We used to do a Sunday night show, in case you ever heard of it, TBC Weekly. Now it's on Monday nights. I'd rather go up against Monday Night Football, I think. I don't feel bad about that. Anyways, if you want to support the show, visit thebuckeyecast.com. Get some gear, get a shirt, get a hat, whatever. And they're quality shit. Do you like a tri-blend shirt? You should. This time of year, if you live up north or in cold weather, get a long sleeve tee, get a hoodie, get a quarter zip. All the shit is there. And you need a hat for your head, right? Especially if you're losing your hair, like some of us. Or already lost it. Who knows? Who's to say?
Like some of us.
Yes. So anyway, yeah, we're talking Buckeye football. Obviously, we're going to hit on all the big there's some big news across college football already. We're only 6 weeks or 6 games through for some teams. So let's get into it. We're going to do our good, bad, and ugly here on the Ohio State versus Illinois game in a minute. But we like to ooze our way into the week and talk about some of the things we saw across the country. Right off the bat, I think let's just go right to the Penn State game and the firing of, the things that led up to the firing of James Franklin. Everybody knows it by now, right? It's just not a spoiler alert, is it? So how do you guys want to break this down? Do you want to talk about James Franklin's tenure? He's been there, what?
Is it 12 years?
Is it 12 Since 2014? 2014, I believe.
Was it 14 or 13, yeah. So, yeah. He's got a great record. 100 and some and 40? But the 40 are to all the teams of equal talent?
Or better, yeah.
Or better, but their talent equates kind of games. He's a hell of a salesman, though. He recruits. He had Terrell Pryor committed at one point. He had Justin Fields committed at one point.
Yeah, that's true.
And they turn out a lot of pros. I think he hires good assistant coaches. But I've never bet Penn State on a game because of him, solely him. Okay. And I have some customers that are Penn State fans. They haven't liked him from day one, because they want more than just their. Hey, we're going to go 10-2, lose to the two good teams, and we're going to keep it safe. He's one of those fans that wants excellence, wants success, and he knows he's happy. He was in a great mood today when I saw him. He's like, good, it's about time. He's like, get him the fuck out of here. Let's start over.
Yeah. So
I don't know if he speaks for the whole fan base, but I'm sure there's a lot that are fed up with him.
Oh, I think at that point, it's.
These losses.
You can't go back to back. UCLA, they might be getting a little bit better, but you basically just lost back to back against the two worst teams in the Big Ten. Two of the worst.
Sure.
There's bottom third.
Okay.
Prior to playing Penn State, I would say they're bottom 10, 15 of the country. The 136 or whatever. Or the power, or at least the power four.
For this one, but UCLA just went into East Lansing.
And yeah, Sparty took an L too. So, but 20 over 20-point favorites back to back. No team's ever done that. I think since like the 50s or 60s. Lost 2 games in a row to, being over 20-point favorite. Northwestern, there's no excuse. Northwestern is not good. They didn't. I mean, they didn't have like a huge breakout game from somebody. They're not a good team. You know,
Well,
his quote.
they had all the expectations this year. I feel like Franklin would probably be a good coordinator somewhere where all the pressure isn't on him. But when the
Maryland.
pressure's on him, whether it's in rankings or it's in a big game, I mean that guy shits the bed.
I think he lets too much exterior stuff affect it. He knows point spreads. He knows, I think he lets the stuff that doesn't really matter to getting your team prepared. I think he lets affect his thought process and how he approaches game planning.
I will give him this. Sorry, Joe. But he gave us some of the absolute best Ohio State football games in the past decade. Those are some gems. There's a few gems in there.
17, 14. No, he wasn't there 14 because that was a Hackenberg tech off. I don't think that was Hackenberg. I don't think it was still O'Brien. I don't know if Hackenberg, maybe his senior year, he might have played for Franklin his senior year. But yeah, classic games. You're right, Sean. JT's comeback, perfect fourth quarter.
Yeah.
18 was good too, Haskins. But yeah, 16 killed us with the block kick.
He came in 2014.
Okay, so his one win was 16, and we still got to go to the playoff.
Yeah. That shows you how much the country believed in him. Sorry, not sorry.
Real quick, I'm curious of who forked up the money for that buyout, and how much say do you think these people that paid millions of dollars are going to want influencing on or say in the next coach?
I don't see. To me, this is kind of like the Michigan punishment. The money in college football is fake. It doesn't matter. $50 million buyouts. If you're a big program, Ohio State would. If we hated Ryan Day, we'd pay $100 million to get rid of him. There's no dollar amount that is going to keep you from making the moves you need to make. I don't think in today's moneyed college football. I don't see it.
I don't know.
The school won't pay it, though.
These boosters are getting worked over for, not just building buildings, contributions to the entire campus, but now it's NIL too. Mm-hmm. These boosters are getting it from all ends, asking for money. The school's constantly asking for money.
And then that gives them power, and that gives they want to see that money spent wisely.
Yeah, exactly. I know, but at some point, I don't care how much money you got. At some point, don't you cut it off and say, "Hey, I've given this much this year for the football program. I'm done."
Or you say, hey, if you want more, I want some say in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, sure. I want a
the
plaque
guys
on
that
something.
the people that are given serious money, it doesn't matter to them. That kind of it doesn't matter.
That seems like
oh man, another $1 million. I don't know if I can stretch that. If you're already giving millions of dollars to your alma mater, it don't matter.
You don't think they would want to have some say, some return on their money?
I think they do want say. What I'm saying is, at this point, no. Look, college football is moving way too fast. And there are going to be teams that fall out of this whole thing altogether. Michigan State looking at you. Half the Big Ten, I'm looking at you. You better get your shit together and start being in Indiana. And Penn State's a big money program. And these other teams are going to go by the wayside unless they get on board with the money. So to me, the money's not an issue. I mean, I think those boosters and that, they've got a lot of pull now. Because they're like, look, I'll stop funding you if you're going to give me this shit product. I'm agreeing with you there, Jeff. I'm just saying the money in and of itself doesn't matter. In general, these guys will pay. I'll pay $50 million, get rid of him. Bye.
I think we need to back up. Let's put it in reverse here. I think Penn State fans. Thank you. I think Penn State fans are perfectly content with 10 wins a year. I never heard anybody complaining except. What?
I disagree with that. I think
What are the expectations for Penn State as a program? If you're a fan,
I think they need to
Do you know any
compete for
fans?
championships. I do. I know
Since
a guy that
when?
was the captain of their team up here.
Joe Paterno won a championship. What, in the '80s? They haven't had a whiff. I don't know how. See, this is my problem with college football teams, especially down south in the SEC.
So no one should give a shit.
They think
except for
they're
7
entitled
teams.
to championships. You're not entitled to shit.
I don't think they're entitled. That's what their boosters want, though. And if they're
Yeah.
paying the money,
Well, they need to pay more then. They
well,
need to
it's
get
not,
a
it's
good
not
coach.
this money.
Why'd
coaching.
they settle for a James Franklin back in 2014?
The money's good. They paid him. They pay the players. I mean, I would say in the Big Ten, they probably have the 3rd best roster outside of Ohio State, Oregon. They get talent. I think they're coaching. I think it's Franklin, and he did just enough to hang on to that job. I mean, I think people wanted him fired, like Jeff said, probably 7 years ago during certain times, and can't win the big game and this and that. But he's always done just enough to hang on. A la last year, getting in and then getting whipped in the playoffs.
I didn't hear anybody calling for his head.
No, because he made the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
that's funny. Hit his watermark. Yeah.
10
Because
wins.
you know what? Because we were all calling for Ryan Day's head until we won an Addy. And then
No,
it's like,
not
oh,
me.
we love Ryan
Not
Day.
me. Hold up, Chief. I was not on that board.
I'm not saying you particular. I'm saying there was a
There
large
was a lot of
faction
heat.
Buckeye
There was a lot of
Nation.
heat.
A lot of idiots. Yep. A lot
Sean,
of idiots calling for his neck after the fucking Michigan games. Yes, I know. And where are those people now? I don't hear them. Or maybe they just
What do you mean?
switched.
It's not a zero-sum game. You can have both those opinions. And if Ryan Day wouldn't have made the playoff or got blown out the first game, I'd still be that guy. I mean, but he didn't. So I mean, you got to give people a chance, and I did, and I'm for 100% on Ryan Day's court. But just because I have that opinion at one point doesn't mean that a coach can't change that, and that's what I'm saying that Franklin did. Is he was close to those points a couple times, and he pulled his way out.
I don't know. I don't recall them ever winning more than 10 games, and it's been pretty consistent. That's why I don't think the expectations in Happy Valley or by the fan base are anything better than that. Maybe there's a small fringe
Why? What would
that
make you think
expect
it
a
is better
title.
than that? What would make you think it is better than that? What would they have to do to make you think that they don't
They've
want to
never
be an 11 win
committed.
team?
They've never made the commitment.
To what?
Like,
To NIL,
They
to
pay him a top
coaching
end
staff.
coach. They pay him.
They just recently
they just paid
started paying
Knowles.
coaches.
Hold on.
They just recently started paying their assistant coaches well. Tom Ryan, 2-3 years ago, they hired him when he left Indiana or was fired, whatever, as a DC. That was a good hire, and that was probably not in the realm of the Jim Knowles level of over $3 million per year, but they paid him pretty well. And then they went and got that Andy Kotelnicki from Kansas.
yes.
So why don't you pull this up for me then? You show me what Penn State spends on football, and you tell me if they're not in the top 10.
I don't know. How would I know that?
I mean,
How can
so
look
I
that
just
up?
I just don't why you think that they're not committed to being a good football team and a good football program, because I disagree with that 100%. I think they're more committed maybe than anyone else in the Big Ten other than Ohio State.
Well, I think we need to break down.
I think they're
Good.
content with 10 wins a year.
No,
Their
now,
fan
it's-
base. I'm talking about the fan base.
The majority of the fan base. Now, what do you think about the? I'm talking like the AD president, the school. I think they are happier or feel better about the 10-2s than the fan base in a lot of cases, because they're scared to death. What might we get if we get rid of him? Do we go fall back in a hole after after Paterno?
Yep.
And now you're the
So
7-5 team.
I go off of, the two Penn State fans that I know. They see the talent that they have that Franklin brings in, like we do. Like if you tell us that we have all these 4 and 5 stars, you better fucking play like it.
Yep.
Their
Their blue chip ratio is really good.
Yeah, and so the guy I know real well. He's like, why can't he win a big game? We have the talent, and so he's demanding.
That's coaching. Yes. That's a great point. It's exactly coaching. There's no
But
question.
I will never say I've been on a chat room or anything like that of Penn State fans. So I don't know what the general pulse is.
So they're 68% this year in the blue chip ratio. Those are 4 and 5 stars. That includes transfer portal people. So this is all mixed together, which I don't think they get too deep in there. They haven't done much, and the receivers they've brought in through the portal have not done shit. But anyway, so
but how they touted
to put that into perspective, Ohio State and Alabama are 89%, the top teams. Georgia 84, Texas A&M 82, Oregon 78.
Well,
Texas,
that's it
78.
then. Those are the only 5 that want to win natties. They don't. Is the way you're making it sound.
I'm just saying the fan base, the Penn State fan base seems to be content with Franklin for more than 10 years of getting 10 wins a year. And that's fine.
What do you say the percentages, Joe? What do you think the fan base percentage is that are like that? Because the 2 I know are not like that.
I don't know. I never hear anybody complaining. Like, Franklin needs to be gone. I never hear that shit.
Only
I
from
never
the
see it on Twitter. I never see it on any social media that they're tired of Franklin. Only after he loses to Ohio State or Michigan do I see it.
Yeah, because he wins all the other games.
Typically.
Right. So that's 10 games a year, right? And they seem to be content with that. So I wonder how.
I don't think they're content with that. They want to win those games.
Sure. But they let it go. After they
So
lose
you're content with Ohio State going 0-4 against Michigan?
Not at all, no.
Then what's your course of action?
My concerns. I think I more than voiced my concerns after each Michigan game the last 4 years.
We all have.
Yeah, but you must be content because you're not calling for Ryan Day's head.
No, because I'm not a retard.
Well, then what? Then that's what you're saying about their fans. Exact same thing.
No. Their fans are content. The fan base.
They just fired their fucking coach in the middle of the season.
But it's been more than 10 years of the same shit. It hasn't been just 4 years of losing to one team. Like you can't compare. That's not apples to apples.
The thing is,
you don't even know what you're talking about.
Bullshit. He's been saved a couple times by playoff appearances in the 4-team and in the 12-team now. He's been saved by that. Those are huge things, and you're not going to fire a coach that just took you to the playoffs. You're not going to fire a coach that just got you in. Well, you're not.
And I think the Penn State, I say the brass, meaning like the AD and up, I think they definitely are. I think it seems like they have, like, we don't know what we might get. We know what we get with him. He's gonna break through at some point.
To me, it's like Phil Mickelson. It's like, hey guys,
what if we miss?
Tiger Woods is over there. It's hard to fucking win against him. You know, that's what I think basically everybody in the Big Ten is with Ohio State. They're Phil Mickelson. They're like, okay, we're really good, but what are we going to do about Tiger Woods over there?
You guys remember too that it's State College, Pennsylvania, and before recently they were not the big money guys, so they're not going to throw, at $8-10 million at I don't know, say a Harbaugh when he came back, or
that's their fucking fault, Jeff.
I don't know about that.
I mean that's too fucking bad. I don't feel bad for teams that aren't going to commit and go all in and try to win championships.
How are they not doing that?
Coaching or talent gathering.
They paid the fuck out of it. Who are you going to go hire? They're going to hire a guy, and I bet you he gets worse. I bet you they get worse.
Probably, yeah. It's not my problem. I don't care.
Because they won't be able to get the top line. The top.
Oh, who are you going to go get?
Well, exactly. So,
that's the argument. And now they had to do it. I'm all for this firing.
Okay.
But I feel this firing is commitment to winning. This isn't acceptable, and you're gone halfway through the season.
How many 7 and 5 seasons do you have to go through to get to your next 10-win coach? Is the question.
Well, I mean, we're also comparing it to like our team and our program. We've never missed. In
I wouldn't
years.
compare. It's not it's not apples to apples.
What I'm saying is, we never hired the wrong guy, and we never had that lull. But I want one little nugget regarding his relationship with the AD and the president. all rumor, but there's a lot of heat to it. This past offseason, Franklin went to the AD, wanted a raise. AD's like, fucking pound sand, you get like 4 or 5 years left. He circumvented the AD and went to the president.
Oh.
President got him, so the AD's feeling some kind of way.
Yep.
If they're saying, boosters are saying it filtered in the locker room, bad. It's just a bad mojo from the jump.
The thing is, you 10-2. You know what? Guess what? Every football team going forward ought to be happy with the coach that averages 10-2 because that's playoffs every year. And if you get in the playoffs every year, you got a chance. 10-2 is gold now. It's gold.
But those are big games, and we just established that Franklin doesn't win big games. So
I see James Franklin at Arkansas. I see Franklin goes to Arkansas.
I ain't gonna be
Jesus, back to Vanderbilt.
Whoa, pig suey. Whatever the fuck they say.
Go ahead.
Yeah, him and Vandy's coach could flip. There you go.
He's got a, and he keeps Petrino as OC.
Yeah, you got to keep Petrino. He's a stalwart. He's a foundational piece of that program, I think.
But,
motorcycle and all.
Yeah.
Brace and everything. What's that volleyball player up to? What's she doing?
What volleyball player?
The one he had on the back of his motorcycle.
Oh, yeah. The subordinate that was not his wife.
Yeah. Oops. She probably took the worst of that altercation with that ditch.
But
anyway, so yeah, I think we hammered that out real quick. What else? Indiana, Oregon. Fucking light me a cig. Come on.
Yeah,
guys.
baby.
Going into Autzen and spanking those fuckers by 10 points. Wow.
Indiana's legit.
Fernando Mendoza is not a bullfighter from Spain.
Heisman favorite, I think, right now.
Favorite? For what?
On both sides of the ball, Indiana is legit.
Yep. I actually watched that game again last night. The Big Ten and 60 or whatever. And watching, they have 2 receivers, and they have that tailback is a beast. Yeah. And Mendoza, we're gonna Indiana. I didn't think Indiana would be we don't play them, do we? They don't have us. They got to play Penn State still.
Indiana,
Michigan.
Right. No.
But yeah, they don't. Yeah, we don't face them. But I'm probably looking at like us and them in the Big Ten title. I mean, that's the best win of the year, I think, in college football.
We're still heavy favorites to win the championship. Indiana. So to give you, let me run down through it here real quick while we're talking about it. Buckeyes plus 350. You're losing value, folks. It's going down day by day. Mm-hmm. We started the season at like plus 700, something like that, 525.
750.
Bama coming in second, plus 550. Miami plus 750. Indiana plus 800. Oregon plus 900. Georgia plus 1,000.
Yeah.
So that's what you're looking at for your top 6. A little fall off there to Notre Dame, A&M. Why is Texas coming in 9th? I can't explain it.
They're not even going to be able to play for it.
No. They might not be able to play for their own conference championship, for Christ's sake.
Right. Wow.
We didn't play for that. We didn't play for that last year, Joe.
Yeah, I'm aware. But these clowns already got 2 losses, and we're only halfway through the season, man.
Well, I thought it was. I mean, if we're moving on to Texas, I talking to a Michigan fan that was going to lay some money this week, and he's like, you know what? I think we're pretty good, and Oklahoma's one hell of a team. And I told him, I said, Oklahoma is probably going to get beat here in the Red River rivalry because Texas still has a loaded-ass roster. That defense is solid.
The O-line's the only issue.
Oklahoma's a joke. They're not that good.
And we all thought I
quarterback had half a hand.
I figured Arch would hit his stride at some point. He's going to get out of that funk. He is a good quarterback. He just was struggling with whatever the reasons.
Young quarterback hasn't played college football much. Probably that's the reasons.
But Texas, Oklahoma's got ranked teams the rest of the schedule. Texas is going to drop another one too. They got Georgia, and
that's a loss.
Georgia, maybe LSU.
They're gonna kill Arch. Oh God.
Yeah. So
That's
I mean,
three losses. I'm not sure you show up in the playoffs. What else?
A&M and Ole Miss are top the SEC right now.
Ole Miss struggled with Washington State down in the SIP.
Yes. Yep.
What are we even doing?
In the Grove? That was the game I kept watching over in the other screen. I was like, "Where's that score? What?"
Yeah.
Like they were not pulling away.
No, not till the fourth quarter, and really.
And Washington hung a 52 on them in the Apple Cup rivalry game.
Right. Yeah. They
ease.
crushed Wazoo. But going back to that Indiana game, did you guys get to watch any of that, like on a second screen?
Yep.
I didn't.
Indiana's physical.
Yeah. I was shocked. I did not expect that kind of physicality.
Really?
Yes.
I go back and watch that one then.
Deep in the trenches,
I
running
went back
hard.
and watched the Michigan
Henby,
loss.
Surratt putting up huge yards.
Cooper.
And that Mendoza guy is an upgrade from Rourke last year.
Oh, Rourke, yeah. Oh, for sure. And I mean, for what the scheme they're running, they have guys running wide open on Oregon secondary, which we all would consider there's a lot of stars in that secondary.
We exposed that secondary last year. I know it's a new team, new year, all the stuff, but yeah.
Well, nobody was going to say Oregon's a top favorite despite their secondary. Nobody was saying that for the year.
Right.
So they have good players across the board. I was not I wanted to see if Indiana was going to get blown out. I wanted to see if they were for real. Maybe they hung close. I would think I'd be but yeah, they took it to Oregon.
Yeah.
And Oregon's a physical team.
They take it to everybody.
It's in Sig, man. That dude, I don't know. The dude does not look like a football coach to me. And he talks a lot of shit, but he's reloading his team. We all said, can they continue this? 1 year flash in the pan. Can they hold? Can they do it?
I heard your Penn State boys might be offering to back the truck up to Sig's house.
Yeah.
Why not? That dude is not loyal.
He's actually building something at Indiana.
I'd stay with. No, I read some, and maybe Joe.
He's making like $8 million.
Yeah, I read this, and maybe you can check it out for me. I heard that Indiana is in the top 10 in NIL as well. Like they're like.
Yeah,
they got organized.
Mark Cuban's in there. Yeah. He's got the slush fund.
But I mean, you got to think if Penn State's going to go. Penn State knows they're going to offer. They're starting at 8 for a coach. They're going to start at 8. They're going to have to. They try to lure the big names.
At least
because you're trying to pull some guy to State College. I would leave Bloomington, Indiana, to go to State College. Yes, because you're coming right into the recruiting.
Now I've been hearing lately that coaching salaries are going to start dropping across the board. No, for real. That's not a joke. I know it sounds funny. It's actually not. I'm hearing that because of all the other things that boosters are being asked to pay for.
So the boosters aren't paying coaches' salaries. They're paying the buyouts, but they're not paying the salaries.
They're contributing. Yeah, it's all contributions, man.
So what is the money that the school, like Ohio State, the money that the Ohio State University makes from the football team? Where does that go in? That's building all the buildings. It's $100 million.
Right,
make a year.
But the boosters are still paying coaches' salaries.
That's fucking crazy.
To a large extent.
Right? I guess
it's contributions to the athletic department, to the university, however they want to launder the money. It's basically what it is, right? Yep. We're laundering money.
Or legal laundering.
Well, didn't when they signed Saban the one time, and they also the boosters bought him like a $2 million house too, like and
Lake
House. At least.
Yeah.
So right now, number one is Kirby Smart making $13 million a year. Ryan Day 12.5, Lincoln Riley 11.5, and he lives in California. So good luck with those taxes, bro. Dabo's killing it, 11.25 in South Carolina with limited taxes. Sark 10.8, Lanning 10.4, Kalen DeBoer 10.25, Our guy Brian Kelly and his family, $10 million. Bill Belichick, $10 million. What's this guy even done? Does he have any rings?
Worst team in Power 4. Worst team in Power 4.
Lane Kiffin, $9 million. James Franklin was making 8.5. So Jeff, I think you're going to have to
turn to 9
up.
Yeah, they're starting at 9.
Lane
Kiffin. You're not getting any of those guys. You're not getting Kiffin. None of those guys.
No,
I
you're not getting
think
Brian
your
Kelly.
blue blood programs are happy to play a coach 10+ mil if they're going to be competing for championships. Ohio State isn't going to be like, we don't want to pay you anymore. We're going to pay out the ass.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's
I mean
the 12.5.
But nobody's going to write up a contract figuring a title.
If those numbers do start coming down, all your old time coaches and that Kirby Smarts and Ryan Days and all these guys, they're going to leap to the NFL where the better money is and not all the college bullshit.
I think assistant coaches in the NFL versus assistant coaches in college, D1, like big D1, like our assistant coaches, I think they make per position coach, I think they make more than a lot of the NFL guys.
Yeah, I mean, Jim Knowles makes 3.1.
There's not a lot of D coordinators in the NFL that make 3.1 million. I don't think. I guess I should look at the numbers first before I say something like that. But it doesn't. The salaries are for assistant coach for the assistants.
Well,
Ronnie's making over.
Is there any other coordinator in the country that's making more than $2 million a year?
Yeah. Who's the dude for?
What are we paying Heartline? Right close to that.
Jeez,
no,
yeah.
He's not the highest. I think Walton or Larry Johnson are the highest.
Well, Larry Johnson is the highest for sure, but Heartline's up there. I just looked this up last week. I thought we talked about it.
He got a raise before the season. Yeah.
Patricia's got to be getting paid fairly well.
I think he's getting paid 2.2. I don't know why that number's in my head. But they're not going to. These guys have contracts. They're not. I mean, those contracts are when those contracts run out. That's when you're talking about, Joe, right? So some of these guys might be 5-6 years till they're actually making less money.
I'll believe it when I believe it because I ain't never seen the money get less in anything. Anyway,
they're gonna be making more. I mean, the profits are gonna be bigger.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you're right, Sean. I believe when I see it, but I'm glad it's happening. Kind of just bring everybody closer, right towards collective bargaining. So we're right where we need to be. But if you got an assistant coach or a position coach making $1 million, and say if Jeremiah Smith was an asshole making $3 million, coach, I make more than you. What are you talking about? There's probably that gets maybe like A&M and other places like that, where they overpay for people. They might be making more than some of their assistant coaches, and having that thought of status.
Yeah.
That's probably an issue with some programs, not ours, but
yeah. Let's keep it moving here. I think we covered most of the national games. Talked a
Michigan
little Texas,
sucks.
Oklahoma. Who sucks?
Michigan.
Yeah, they got worked.
They're on the Fire More bandwagon. That's for sure.
That was fast. That love affair didn't last long.
Well, everyone knows. Does he look like a legitimate blue blood coach? I mean, he's up there crying half the time, acting like a bit. I mean, he's their. I mean, you go to their fan boards, they're like, he's our Juwan Howard, and the sooner we get rid of him, because if you keep him for another 2-3 years, there you're going to be 2-3 years from now.
Well,
right.
I will only say that I will give Sharon, or whatever the fuck his name is, I will give him credit because I don't want some guy that's he got his head up his ass being the guy that's beating Ryan Day. You know what I mean? So I will put a little bit of credit. He's beating Ryan Day.
Day's head. That's Ryan Day's head up his ass.
You mean you guys talking about? We had a request from the Peanut Gallery about talking about underwear. Our guy underwear.
Yeah.
On screen.
Yeah. Well, I wonder what was so funny.
Yeah, you're down 24-13 in the fourth, only 4 minutes left. Seems funny.
And then then they seal it, and he's still laughing. I showed that to my Michigan fan that I was watching the game with.
Yeah. 2 minutes left. Still funny.
Yeah,
What
that
are we
can't
gonna
sit
do?
well with them.
Yeah, I don't know, man. What was the joke? I'm gonna have to hear that myself.
It is a still shot, though. I mean, this it's tough to just draw the whole conclusion of that,
Right.
But
Sure.
to have it 2 minutes and then 2 minutes later still laughing,
That's
it
game
looks
time.
bad.
Yeah. And the
Yeah.
score got worse. It didn't get
And
better.
maybe a coach said something to him to try and get that reaction out of him to say, hey,
Yeah.
look, you're a young kid. Don't let this eat you up. And he could have said some wise ass comment. I mean, you don't know, but
right.
Sure. Context.
Perception.
All right. First of all, did you guys watch the Georgia Auburn game,
no.
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Was that a
Yes.
touchdown?
Yes.
What in the entire fuck
Yes.
are we doing, referees across the country? I'm not talking. I mean, in this particular game, yes, SEC refs, once again in the crosshairs. Shocker. But big time, I mean, just big time calls are being blown across the country in every conference. The Jeremiah Smith catch, I got a clip of it here in a minute we'll show. What is going on with the refereeing? We got to standardize this and like the NFL, right? These morons need to be tested regularly, and not just for drugs. They got to be tested.
And every
for,
play,
like,
they review
eyesight.
everything. Everything is reviewed.
Right, but they get it wrong half the time when they do review it.
I know they always
And-
go to their expert, and then
Yeah. He undercuts the guys. He undercuts the refs. He's like, no, these guys are idiots. I definitely wouldn't have called that. And then when I thought this was a thing just like a year ago, when you're reviewing a play, you can also tack on a targeting if you see it in the play. How
Yes.
many helmets does Jeremiah Smith have to take in the fucking ear hole for us to get a fucking targeting?
oh, I know
I saw
on the touchdown they're reviewing. I'm like, can they review the targeting and the pass interference on that too?
I said the same thing, Sean. I said the exact same
sideline
thing.
catch. Yeah, the sideline catch. Yeah, we're gonna show that right here. Let's fucking go to it right now. God damn it!
I
I'm
saw
so
5 or
fired
6, and the different games I watched, 5 or 6 easy targeting by the rule that they stated. I said that's plain as day targeting.
Here we go. Slow motion.
Oh, mine's not playing.
Here it is. Reverse angle. Catch. Roll over. Ball still in control. Ball still in control when he goes to the ground. How long do you have to complete the process of a catch is my question.
Well, that in there lies the question, and like you said, I don't know if there's a definitive rule there.
Catch. Feet down. Hit in the helmet. Also caught the DB's arm in the catch. Then it doesn't pop out till he's out of bounds on his back. What are we doing? What are we fucking doing here? I don't get it.
But if I would tell you this, if no player was around him and he made that same catch and the ball had that same movement, I don't give him that catch.
Why would it move?
Why did it move?
The DB had his arm in there that he caught with.
Okay, you got to
the arm
complete the
and the
catch
ball.
with whatever's on there. I'm saying
But he
if
came to
no
the
arm
ground.
if no arm was in there, and I saw the exact same ball movement, I would not give him that catch.
I agree, Sean, because there's no
Okay.
I agree with that.
I don't know what the fuck we're even talking about at this point.
Yeah, Joe's not getting the understanding. I understand. Hugh Freeze, Joe, when they interviewed Hugh Freeze at halftime, that's the first time I've ever liked that guy. He was speechless, because they got jobbed earlier against Oklahoma. And the SEC sent him a letter saying, "Hey, our
Check his
bad."
phone.
So
Sorry.
he's like, man, we're gonna. He's like, I don't know how the hell that we didn't break the plane there. And he's like, maybe we're gonna break one of these days. But yeah, Auburn got jobbed.
And then the fucking fake timeout by Kirby. No, I was clapping my hands. Everybody claps their hands like this, Jeff, with their fingertips
Really?
into their palm.
He did
That's
that?
how I clap. Yay, Buckeyes. What the fuck are we doing? These refs are morons. They might be worse in the South. Big Ten refs suck. Something
Yeah,
big.
Yeah, you wonder if the playoff games get decided by shit like that. Like, remember Marv getting
2019
targeted against Georgia?
2019.
I mean,
Plain as
2019.
day. Knocked him out, basically.
Yes, Sean Wade. Yes. If that wasn't fucking Golden Boy, that might not have gotten called either.
No.
Because you never, you don't know. It could affect him. But anyways, there's I don't know, man. There's football. Like sometimes heads collide in a football play that they hit targeting with, but then a dude drops his crown and blasts the dude in the chin, and it's not called. I don't know. There's a clear rule, and the rule states a certain thing, but it's not enforced equally throughout the country. I don't know. I don't know.
Or throughout the conference, for that matter.
Yeah, crew by crew.
Bad. It's fucking bad. And it's getting worse. We need like a standardized, one hub of referee coaching. Or teaching, and I realize there are some minor differences conference to conference in the rules, like very minimal. And we need a hub. We need like whether in the Big Ten, it's in Chicago. We need one replay hub, not these morons on the sidelines with a fucking little tiny TV screen under a hood trying to determine if a guy made a catch on the sidelines. Get the fuck out of here. All plays should be reviewed at a headquarters in one location where all games. It's not like that many games are being played at one time by the Big Ten, anyways. Fuck, what, 6 at one time?
Yeah,
if that.
And
6,
get
7,
the women.
yeah.
And get the women out of there. I don't like all the women refs I've been seeing lately.
Now we're going sexist. Sean crossed the barrier here. So
I did not have that on my bingo card. Well done, Sean.
I'm serious. I don't feel, and maybe I'm wrong, that they have the testosterone level to know how boys are going to go at boys, and just even the wiring in their brains to even understand what's happening out here on a physical level.
Sean threw down the shovel and jumped on the backhoe to dig that hole.
I've just got some texts that might say you're wrong, but in a nice way.
Go ahead and read that.
I don't know about that. I don't know, man. I don't know how you're going to all of a sudden say women can't ref football.
I'm not saying they can't. I'm saying they shouldn't.
Okay. Well, yeah.
And I feel like it's a DEI hire. I feel like there's probably a bunch of men that can do the job better and are faster and whatever.
I feel a political statement coming on.
There's nothing political about it. It's a fucking biology statement.
Okay. All right.
Well, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I'm just not commenting on it. I'm not disagreeing.
No woman ref got earholed by another football helmet. She don't know.
Well, there was that lingerie football league. You ever watch that?
Of course.
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, did I ever? I was raised on it.
Was there ear holing going on? Is that what you call that?
Oh, yeah. Them broads were fucking vicious, man. They got after it.
Anyway. All right. We got to talk about this Buckeye game before we get too off track. We've been going at it here for far too long. We got to get into our good, bad, and uglies. Folks, for this Wisconsin game coming up, please drop in the chat, first of all, your final score prediction. It's not going to be good, I'm sure. And also, who was your MVP of the Ohio State-Illinois game this past weekend? Who was your MVP for the Buckeyes? But we're going to get into our good, bad, and uglies here. Who wants to go first with their good? Who's ready?
Sean does.
The good? 3 turnovers. 3, right? Not 2. Yeah. Turnovers. We finally got some turnovers. Creating pressure, making people act foolish, and capitalizing on it. And could have had at least one more on that other tip ball. And no, that's the type of stuff I was looking for. So I wanted to see us get more quarterback pressure and more turnovers, and we did.
I'm a huge fan of cherry turnovers. Also, I will take apple as a substitute.
I prefer apple.
Exactly. That's why you're wrong, Joe. You take the cherry over the apple, idiot.
Cherry.
Idiot.
All day. Who turns down cherry pie?
Apple.
It's in a
Sean,
song.
imagine growing up with this kid.
Warrant, she's my cherry pie. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Get with it.
Yeah, cherry pie. Yeah, I'll take cherry pie, but another turnover. Come on. Anyways,
Same.
my good from Saturday.
Yeah.
Deion Sanders is coaching, upsetting the undefeated Iowa State.
Oh, there's another. That's the guy that Penn State needs to go after right there. Not Deion Sanders.
Deion can coach
not
because
Deion.
Oh,
Not
Campbell,
Deion.
Matt Campbell.
Campbell, yes.
I'm saying Deion's doing a good job this year because he's played 3 different quarterbacks. He had a transfer. He's got a stud freshman. He's I don't know. Deion's impressed me with his coaching. His kids out of there. You know, his adopted kid Travis Hunter's out of there, but he's making. He's still coaching. So they had a big win. That's a big fucking win for them over Iowa State.
Yeah.
That's my good.
Okay.
Off the board.
My good is finally Penn State has the cojones to fire fucking Franklin, the guy that can't win a big game. Finally. Show me you care, Penn State fans. Finally, you did. Penn State administration, finally you did. That's my good. Let's go to bad. Sean, back around to you.
Bad. Bad to me would be our offensive production. Correct me if I'm wrong. What was it? 272 yards. That isn't good enough for me against that Illinois team. I feel we need to be much more productive on offense than that. I think they got more first downs than us. And yeah, what do we have? I'm looking at it here. 272 total yards, 17 first downs. They had 22 first downs and 295 yards. On top of that, our running game averaged 2.9 per carry.
It's like Texas. Like we ran 2-something against Texas. Yeah.
But wasn't their run defense supposed to be trash?
That's what I heard.
Yeah, and they held us to 2.9. Not good.
Yeah, I talked about that today on the Daily Blitz. We had some major run blocking issues from the offensive line. Pimp down. I'll set that down there. I'll probably trip over later. Anyway, yeah, that was O-line run blocking has been. It's so weird how they've been so good at pass blocking. I still don't think they've allowed a sack. But anyway,
I don't remember a sack. No, a couple
they've
hits.
some pressures here and there, maybe a hit on a quarterback, but no sacks. But anyway, then they're so shitty in run blocking. I went through the grades today on the Daily Blitz, focused on the offense. It was bad. It's fucking bad, and it's inconsistent as fuck. Tegra, I don't know how he still has a starting job, man. He's bad.
I saw Padilla in the game early.
Yeah, they've been working him in at the right guard, and I don't know,
I think
Tegra's
that's
deal
what
is.
they're doing. I think they're trying to bring these guys along because
Tegra's going to get benched
eventually replace him. Yeah,
very soon, if not sooner.
Maybe it's because of that what you just said though, Joe. The pass blocking. Right now, it's keep Julian Sayin clean,
Right.
and if you're good at pass blocking, all right, that's good enough to be in here because we needed him to stay upright and need him to have this confidence. For the young guy, that might be part of it. If the other guy might be a better run blocker, but not quite as good pass pro.
Right. But then when you start subbing, you can't sub O-lineman in every play like they're a receiver.
No, agreed. That's why I think they go with Shabola and he doesn't get it done. But they don't want to.
You do series at a time.
Right. Exactly. Okay. Let's see, Jeff, are you up with the bad?
My bad. My bad for the week.
Yes.
Our 7-man soft zone with no pressure from the front four was bad.
Early on.
How are we
gosh.
dropping 7 and giving up these 8-9 yard passes?
Yeah.
Consistently. Dudes are just finding there's holes in that zone.
They're in the zone, yeah.
And we're not getting pressure. We didn't get pressure before much. Enough.
No.
I mean, pressure that would affect him hitting his targets in the middle of the field.
Our pressure's still lackluster unless we're bringing Reese or somebody else.
And when everybody's healthy,
there is. I will say, keep in mind, there is something to be said for a dual threat quarterback, like they did to that Damon Williams at Washington, where the D-line rushed, but tried to cage him in because Altmaier has legs, and they wanted to keep him from escaping, and they didn't want to provide open lanes like behind them or something. So there is something to be said for the strategy there from a D-line point of view. But yes, the pressures, I have that. Where's my PFF?
I didn't see. There wasn't a bunch. It seemed like he was sitting back there, 1, 2,
right.
Release on 3. Like he was sitting back there and finding holes in the zone. I mean, we're dropping 7. We have 7 great athletes back there.
Yeah, we had 18 pressures.
Wow, I would not have picked that number that high.
And
on 44 dropbacks.
Let's see. Pass rush snaps. Yeah, I got 43,
30%?
44, whatever. We did have 5 sacks. I got credit for 5 sacks here. The Jermaine Matthews strip sack, which is just a strip, they give him credit for a sack there. I don't agree with that. Arvell with 2, Curry with 1, Kenyatta with 1. But then you had a bunch of hits, 2 hits on the quarterback, 11 hurries. So, but you should keep in mind when you get these stats, a lot of times those pressures could be on the same play. So it could be 2 guys or 4 guys even on the same play getting pressure that they're getting credit for.
Sure.
So keep that in mind. What'd you have, Jeff? You had
our zone defense.
Zone defense. Got
and
it.
lack of pass rush, kind of the mirroring of the two.
Yeah, that's
They
kind of
went up and down the field on us.
That's kind of the rule of thumb when you're playing an experienced quarterback is a young guy you blitz the shit out of, an older guy you make him throw it into coverage. But I agree. I had a problem with why we are still dropping D linemen into coverage. I saw Bo Atkinson 15 yards downfield, down the seam, and he had one laced right over his fucking head.
Yeah.
What are we doing? That's why we have DBs. I mean, they're lighter, faster, typically.
And that zone defense is a lot of times you will get a DN or something to drop off to the flat area. They're supposed to stay there, but a lot of times I've seen our guys go to their zone, their flat or their hook area, and there's nobody there. So like we have 2 guys. I see 2 guys, 2 Buckeyes in a TV screen, and no opponents, but there's holes other places. Yeah. So I mean, that's the Patricia's. He's a smart dude. They're seeing what we're talking about. They're seeing it too. So I expect
they're
to
still
get corrected.
doing it. Like I just when I see Bo Atkinson sprinting 15 yards deep into the back, like the defensive backfield, I'm like,
yeah, bad news. Bad news.
This is dumb.
Yeah,
I don't know whose idea this was. I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't like it.
I'm gonna err on the side of I don't think he was supposed to be running down the field.
Well,
if the coach made the wrong call, if he's got a DN in coverage.
So the guy that got the pass, that caught the pass was in front of the safeties, but behind Bo Atkinson, which that's a lot of real estate. Anyways, my bad is play calling. I got Brian Hartline between my crosshairs right about now. We ran the ball 37 times and threw the ball 27 times. That's not balanced attack. And then on top of that, I'll go one further. We had 17 first downs, right?
Mm-hmm.
We ran the ball on first down 12 of those 17 times.
I know. We were getting it was looking really Michigan-y out there. Like, what are we doing?
Yes. That's a good comparison, Sean. like, why are we just keeping doing this? Like, do you think he's like because he's a receivers coach. You would think Hurtline's going to be one to air it out more, and Dave would be the one keeping. We got to be balanced. It seems like he's maybe like kind of like Herb Street with like talking about Ohio State. He has to go overboard against us to overcompensate. Like Hartline doesn't want to just come in and start airing it out so you can catch flack. I don't know.
Or, and maybe this is an option. Somebody took over play calling without us knowing. How would we know?
Well, are you making an accusation, or like you're just saying that?
Maybe Ryan Day, who was holding a play sheet in the second half of that game, took over play calling.
Maybe did. I don't. That doesn't. That's not. That doesn't put. It's not any kind of alert to me.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, maybe did. I didn't catch that. But
I feel like he hasn't taken it over. I think Ryan Day's been involved from the jump.
He never made any. He never tried to hide the fact that he was going to still be heavily involved in the game plan and like what Hartline will be calling.
No, play.
He never,
play.
That's never been.
I'm talking who's calling the plays.
Well, I know there was one play in there, and they panned over to Ryan Day, and you could tell he was pissed at the play call. So that might be that second half. He might have done that. Said, you know what?
Yeah.
Give me that fucking sheet. I'm calling it. Because you looked over.
You saw him easily mouth. He mouthed like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Did we do a sweep to the short side or something for a 2-yard loss? And he's like, "What?" No.
That's the fan favorite.
What the fuck is that?
Buckeye fan favorite right there. Yeah. Let's go toss to the boundary. But anyway, so that's mine. Way too many run plays to pass plays in comparison, and then running 12 of 17 first downs. No.
Yeah,
predictable.
Next up, Ugly Sean was up. Sean was up first. Ugly Sean.
I'll go with the poor punter down in the ball.
Oh, that punter.
Yeah, their punter.
Damn it, Sean.
That was ugly.
Hey, that's on Bert. Bert's got to teach those Aussies when they come around. This is the States. We got different rules, man. That's on Bert. Bert and his special teams.
I would actually. One of the announcers said something, and I wouldn't mind to see that rule changed. If a punter's got to go down and get that ball, and his knee touches.
But how's that different from a running back in the backfield?
Again, you'd have to stipulate it with rules. On a punt only the punter, and only on the snap to stop the ball. You can't be running around and then take a knee and then get up and kick it. I mean, shit like that. But the NFL,
it could be. You're right, Sean. They could be. I mean, hell, they put targeting in, and they haven't got that right. I mean, they could easily, implement that rule.
What about if the punter takes a knee purposely because he's going to get railroaded?
So
what if he covers up like a bitch?
How many times have we seen that though? I've seen it maybe one other time. Yeah, but not. It's not. It's not.
Or steps out of the back of the end zone because it's better than a block.
That's it's a safety all day, every day. But
right. So similar.
Well, since Sean took my ugly, I'm going to talk about the two chicks I saw in the Michigan USC game were fucking ugly. Oh my God, the camera couldn't get off them fast enough. Yeah, the crowd, they spanned the crowd. That was my ugly.
Do you got
that
some video evidence or something? Because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
In the crowd, they were spanning at the Coliseum. I don't know why. I'm sure the Coliseum had plenty of good-looking women in Southern California, but they found these two ugly-ass women, and they shot away from them real quick. But that was my second ugly. It caught my eye because they were so ugly.
All right, I like the originality. Ugly, I'm going to a punter, but it's our punter. Our fucking punter sucks. That guy averaged like 38 yards a punt. If that.
We have 2 or 3 on scholarship.
Bad. We got a big dude that's fucking 6'7", that you can't teach a guy to kick the ball within the fucking field.
Yeah, McClarty, is that his name?
Yeah. Why does this guy he hasn't even got a shot yet? This McGuire guy, the other Aussie, the first Aussie, sucks. I'm tired of it. We're trying to flip fields here, man. Get the hell out of here. At least he hasn't taken a knee yet that I'm aware of. So there's that.
Do you remember in that semifinal game against Bama in 14? They had J.K. Scott as a punter, and they nailed us in the top, inside the 5 every fucking punt.
Oh yeah. Those guys were legit.
We were able to overcome it, but dude, that was.
We had good punters. We had good punters too.
Yeah.
Who's the ginger Aussie that we had back then?
Oh, Johnston.
Yeah, Cam Johnston. He's
still kicking in the NFL.
There you go. Perfect.
Remember he called that one fake punt, that fake run against Michigan?
Oh,
Urban about fucking killed him.
No, was it Rutgers? Who had the one against Rutgers?
Oh no, it was Rutgers. Yeah, because Shiano they had words.
Yeah.
Day and Shiano had words on that one.
Yeah. Fucking Chiano came all the way across the field, man.
That was his first year. Yeah, it was his first year.
Like, what are you doing,
first year
man?
from leaving.
Psychopath.
Right.
You
I
do
bet that's
realize
probably
you coach Rutgers.
There was probably they probably had some kind of conflict when they were together at Ohio State.
Yeah.
Because that looked like personal. That looked.
Yeah, it's, an old guy trying to impose his will on the young guy, probably.
Bully tactic.
Exactly. You've never done that. All right, let's talk about this Buckeyes-Illinois game real quick, and then we got about a 5-minute preview for this Wisconsin game because it's going to be a body bagging up in Madtown.
Poor Luke.
Buckeyes rolled 34-16 over a ranked team. Yes, a Big Ten team was ranked that we played, which is another conversation for another day, some of these rankings. Anyways, first win in Champaign since 2011. Covered the spread. We are happy about that, most of us. Kind of a clunky offense, but controlling the game
clunky.
And winning by 3 touchdowns. How clunky is that? Go ahead if you want to chime in.
Quickly. I think we played our clunkiest or most sluggish game of the year, and still got the cover. It did not look. There was a lot of not nerve about us losing, but like nerve about them hanging around. There's too much of that, and a lot of that was because there's the lack of when you see Altmaier sitting back there all day and then picking us down the field. Not nervous about losing, but like, God damn, we're not putting them away.
But you know what? I mean, Illinois could have been in that game as well. Our boy IGB with the 4 pass breakups could have got 2 more PIs easily in that game.
But he didn't.
I tell you,
But when you're playing
Oregon,
Oregon, you could.
Oh, sorry, son. Sorry.
Yeah, no, sorry. But when you're playing Oregon, you could. He needs to clean it up a little bit more.
I'm more concerned about Devin Sanchez. They went after him.
Well, of course he's.
Why not?
Igbenogsen's probably going to be a first rounder or second, I would think at the latest.
Both of them.
Sanchez is. Well, yeah, but Sanchez not next year. He's just cutting his teeth.
Yeah. Well, when it doesn't matter who you are or what team you are, when you see a true freshman starting at corner across the other side of the field, you're like, we're going after him.
Heck yeah.
And we're going against the guy that with all the penalties that should be wearing the oven mitts. But to IGB's credit, 1 catch on 7 targets for just 6 yards. Yeah. Sanchez, 4 catches, 6 targets, 55 yards.
Well, not a touchdown, but they have the interference in the end zone.
Right. Yeah. But, we did settle for a couple of red zone field goals. That's not enjoyable. Play calling concerns, I mentioned that. The 37 versus 27 run to pass ratio, not ideal.
We started out early with the Ennis reception. I thought, all right, here we go. Let's get Ennis cooking.
Would have been nice, yep. Never gotten a rhythm, really,
no.
In my opinion.
Yeah, you're right, Joe. That's good. That's a good point, Joe. Yeah, they never looked like they were just rolling.
Yeah. And the sequence of play calling, again, I'm going to fucking bang on this all night. That's what she said. Run, pass. So run for 2, run for one, if anything. So you end
Third
up
and
in
seven.
3rd and 7,
Yep.
and then you got to throw. So that's what we seem to be in all day long.
That's like the old 1987 AFC Central, Pittsburgh and Cleveland and all them. That's what you
Just
saw. That's
bang
how
it in
football
there.
was played then. Bang,
Yeah,
bang,
bang
bang.
it.
Now we got to throw.
Yeah. And send a tight end out in a drag route. Hopefully you get the first down. Oh, no, he's short of the sticks. Kick it.
And we play 5 tight ends, and none of them get any. None of them are on the stat sheet.
That's another fucking thing. I'm tired of this 13 and 14 personnel. Why the fuck are we pulling our receivers off the field?
Yes, Joe. Jeremiah Smith on the right side, Carnell Tate on the left side, bunch of everybody else at the line. If they're on man-to-man, either one of them, one-on-one, throw it to them. Just
We
try it.
have 3 5-star receivers on the field. Why the fuck are we putting in a big-ass tight end that might catch the ball?
Jelani Thurman, has he got a catch this year? I mean,
Yeah,
every goal line package,
just a
Jelani
couple.
Thurman's in there.
Yeah.
Roberts is our fullback. I like Roberts at fullback. But, I mean, we got
Oh.
Kazmarek, Christian, and sometimes Claire comes out. But, yeah, at least 3 tight ends in every goal line package. And we still are getting stuffed with C.J. Johnson. I've had enough of him.
Yeah.
Fucking vulture, touchdown vulture. That's all he is.
Right.
He's not explosive at all.
Not always. He's not always getting those short yardage
No.
conversions.
But I don't know why I think Bo Jackson. I said run, get Bo in there. He always falls forward. Run that motherfucker in there for 2 yards. At the goal
He
line.
got dinged up with the ankle. He had 10 carries for 47. Donaldson, 13 carries, 44 yards.
Yeah.
Peoples, is it just me or does he just run to contact? Like the first guy wraps him up.
He's got a little bit of shake, but yeah, the first guy does get him a lot. I'd say I'd put him 3rd, I guess, in the depth chart, which is probably where he's at.
I'm worried about him because I feel like then he gets hit and wrapped up low, and then he starts twisting while they got him. That he's going to have an ankle or a knee here sometime too.
Well, we do have more running backs coming. But, Joe, have you noticed that Evan Pryor at Cincinnati is averaging 9 yards a carry?
Yeah, leading the nation, right? In average?
I don't know about after the game, but going into the game, he
I'm
was.
pretty sure, yeah.
Nice.
Would have been nice to have that kid stick around, but I get why he'd left. But
He'd be buried. He would not be starting, unfortunately.
well, he might be now.
I don't know.
With our current roster, maybe he would.
I don't know. Seems like
But anyways,
Bo Jackson's
yeah.
the guy as long as he's healthy. But anyway, yeah.
Bo Jackson's average.
The Buckeyes have not rushed for more than 4.5 yards per carry in 3 straight games. That's concerning to me.
And we've
So
won comfortably.
how's Bo Jackson good? They're serviceable.
Making it shit happen on his own. He has over 5 yards after contact per carry. That's his average. I just talked about it on the Daily Blitz this morning because I was worried about one of the things I
How
focus
can
on
he
for
average
running
5
backs
yards
is
after contact?
what's that?
So what's his average? 7?
No.
His average on the season per carry?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me get that. I can pull that up. Average per carry is... Oh, shit. That's receiving.
But I look at our last 3 games, Joe. You said that we haven't averaged 4.5 yards a carry, but look at look at how those
As
games
a team.
went.
Yeah.
I mean, we let there was a no
7.0.
chance. Okay, 7 yards a carry.
Yards after contact, 5.26. 11 forced missed tackles on the season.
I understand spelling him and keep it, but he's gonna be our horse in the playoffs. By that time, if we keep keep the other guys in there, keep him fresh, let him rest that ankle.
Right.
But he's gonna be our horse.
Yeah,
Always
I don't
going forward, man.
want
It's
to bell
right-
call him now, though. Not until you get into late season.
Yeah.
Well, he's only had
No, I get it.
58 snaps in 5 games. So that's like 10 a game. 12.
Perfect.
And we haven't needed it. Minnesota game, we didn't need to feed him and make him that go-to back at 25 carries.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, he will be there in the playoff games versus whoever, somebody in the SEC, I'm sure. He's going to be. We might have those 20, 25 carry games.
Yep.
By that time, if we keep him, healthy and rested, he's a freshman.
Yep.
But we got more running backs coming, and I'm not. I've never worried about that position at Ohio State, really, except when it was Butler Benote that's the lead back.
Oh, don't you run down my guy Butler.
Raymond Harris and Benote.
All right, so yeah, offense, a lot to be desired there, right? We can all agree on that. Again, the drive chart, we're up 20-3 at half, so it's not like we ever lost control of the game or it was in doubt at any point. You do want to see more production, but we're kind of like in this situation where we're complaining about the lack of production on offense, but it's because we're on short fields. And who do you blame for that? This guy right here. This fucking guy. This is why we're on a short field all day long. Number 8 and number 97. And then number 7 with the strip sack. And then when... This is another note for referees, specifically Big Ten. Anytime you guys want to start calling holding when it's egregious, how about you do that? How about this?
Oh, I know.
The bear hug. The bear hug. That's not holding. You got to be fucking kidding me. What am I watching?
Right in front of the ref, too. Right in front of him.
Right. Yeah, you know there's 2 refs back there, right? You can see their shadows.
And that's what they're looking for. That's what they're looking for.
Supposed to be. You think the guy
that's
right
why
in
they're
front
there.
of him.
See the holding.
Right. He would have fucking killed Altmaier on that play. Anyway, let's go. Here's more Arvell. Just being a monster.
He is getting so much hype, dude. Everybody's nationally.
Yeah.
Scott Van Pelt and Stanford Steve on their podcast, they said, fucking Arvell.
He just throws dudes around. He ragdolls fucking tackles. Watch him on the right. He's on the right side. Lined up over the tight end. Throws the tight end down and goes and gets the tackle. Fuck you, dude.
Joe, would you consider like Arvell's ascension this year and his play would equal like Malik Hooker's year, his breakout? First year starting, was the best player, almost the best defensive player in college football.
And then draftability, yeah.
Well, he's a junior, too, so I was hoping I'd get another year out of Arvell Reese, but, Arvell Reese is, he gone.
There's so much hype. And he's going to kill the combine, too. 6'3", or 6'4", 243, runs a 4.5.
Wingspan, all of it.
Yeah. That's
look at this.
I was listening to that podcast. They said, I think he'll do good at the combine, maybe.
Yeah.
So Arvell Reese is
at
just,
6'4",
he's got all
45.
Yeah, where do you want to put him? You can put him in any defense.
Yeah.
But it reminds me of Malik Hooker's because Hooker came out of nowhere. Oh, we got Malik Hooker starting a free safety this year. Oh, then he's a turnover machine.
Yeah, hawking down everything.
That play, dude, Michigan, the game is. Oh my God.
I love the way he attacks these fucking left tackles. This is just. Then it comes up the middle, bang. That's the holding. Should have been holding.
And he's given 60, 70 pounds, even at 240.
Throws dudes.
Yeah. I love that when he rushes, bull rush with the left hand and just stand the left tackle up, and he's got his right arm free to protect the I've seen that many times. Like, this guy is 60, 70 pounds heavier and good.
And he runs down a running back on a screen.
Yeah.
Nuts.
I
think that freshman year of him being put in with the DNs really gave him a lot of that ability, right? Give him a year with Larry Johnson, and the guy's
techniques,
a freak.
Yeah.
But
he was as fast as I ever was. My 40 time in high school was the same as his. Now he's 6'4", 240. I was 5'7", 3/4", 160.
You shouldn't tell people that. You shouldn't tell people.
If I was, if I was his size, I would have been playing D1 football. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's making himself millions of dollars. And I'm
Right.
glad to see it.
So, yeah, the defense played great. Another goal line stand there before half. Made them kick the field goal. I think Illinois tried to get a little too cute with their play calling. And that's how they got in the end zone later in the game, too.
Yes, that was a great
Cute.
call. That play call, that option sweep.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
I think
option.
our DN misplayed it. Our DN misplayed it because
Yeah. Nobody was out there. Yeah.
you got to take the pitch man because in general football, the option play, you take there's a guy that's taking the pitch man, you attack the quarterback. But in that case, with man-to-man coverage way out on the sideline, there's nobody else. That Patricia, that's going to be his fault. I'm sure he's taking the blame for that.
Yeah. So, anyway, I think we covered most of the important shit here. We got to do a few minutes on this Wisconsin game. So, I went back and retraced their 3 meaningful games that matter to us. 37, most recently, this past weekend, 37-0 loss against Iowa.
Oh.
Yes, I said that out loud.
Ugly. That's ugly.
That's bad. That's fucking bad. Just 209. They put up 209 on offense. 3 turnovers, 3 of 14 on third downs. Their quarterback, Hunter Simmons, I'd never even heard of him before. This guy's terrible. 34% completion percentage, 2 picks for 77 yards. Rushing, 39 carries. So they ran almost 40 times for just 132 yards. That's a 3.4 yards per carry. No run longer than 12 yards. Pass protection, they allowed 5 sacks. Do I need to go on?
No.
Then a couple weeks ago against Minnesota, 24-13 loss. Now they put up over 300 yards. Exactly 301 on offense. Hunter Simmons, 181, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Rushing, still an abysmal 31 carries for 120 as a team. They did have 2 completions over 20 yards.
I'll say Michigan.
What's that?
I was going to say that's like Michigan's stats against USC, who does not have a good run defense either.
Oh, geez. That's another game we didn't even get into, other than your ugly comment. So, yeah. Then USC. Wisconsin lost to USC. Total offense, 288. Hunter Simmons, 14 of 29 for 174. This guy does not sniff 200 yards passing. Another touchdown, another pick. Another day where they run for 28 carries for 114. 2 fumbles, by the way. Giving up 4 sacks to USC.
I mean, what's up with Fickle not being on top of the recruiting? Because he's been there long enough to get his guys in there.
I don't know.
He was a great recruit.
I don't
Maybe
think
they got no
Wisconsin
NIL.
spends.
I mean, I
I heard
understand
their NIL's a mess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I think it is.
Yeah, sure.
Otherwise,
But
they
then,
wouldn't be in a shithole like this.
You should have never left Cincinnati. They're rocking.
Yeah. He built that program. So, yeah, I don't know.
and all he had to do was follow what. I mean,
I'd say
Wisconsin had an identity.
D'Antonio.
They had one.
D'Antonio
It's
built
lost.
that program.
Well, then it went down, and then Fickle came in a couple years later, brought it back up. Was Kelly in there at some point? Or
Yes.
he's
So,
After D'Antonio. I think after D'Antonio.
yeah. There was quite a time period between D'Antonio.
They burned
and
through a
Fickle.
couple coaches real quick.
Well, it's one of those
Luke's gonna be out of a
step-up
job.
jobs.
I mean, but maybe the.
yeah, I don't know. if
Yeah,
he's
I
head
mean, maybe
coach.
we're talking about them. Their NILs behind. They're not organized. Maybe the boosters won't pay the buyout, but it's only like 25 million, 20 million.
Right.
Somebody's got to. I think he loses his job. So they're gonna come up with that money.
I don't know, man.
But it seems like that's.
If their NIL
like,
isn't
that's
straight,
quite a
then
chore.
how are you gonna pay for a coach?
Up there in whiskey, doesn't it?
And then who do you hire at Wisconsin? You know, you're not getting top level. You're not getting a Matt Campbell or somebody like that.
Exactly. You buying out him for 25.
I don't know. I'd rather be in Madison than Ames.
Yeah, I'm not denying that. But if they're not able to come up with your salary that you want,
They'll have the
they don't
salary.
choice.
They'll give them the salary. That's the problem. They'll pay them the salary. They're not, but their NIL sucks where they're not going to get the players. He'll get a contract that's good, but then you're going to get a bunch of 3-star kids. And okay, great.
All from Wisconsin, who always wanted to be Badgers.
And some Minnesotans, don't you know?
Sure. Yeah, we're offered by the Gophers.
Oh, sure, you betcha.
All right, so I think we know what we're expecting here. Let's get into our score predictions. Buckeyes are favored by 27. I have 27 right now, and over under 41.5. What?
How about Campbell's? The other offers Campbell.
I don't know what the hell happened there.
What was that, Jeff? I missed that on the Campbell. Something about Campbell. You broken up. Hello?
It was going so well.
Hello?
No
Wisconsin's not going to be able to. You guys, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Barely.
I hear you. I hear you guys.
For a minute.
All right.
Yeah, we
What
hear
did I
you
just
now.
say?
I said Campbell's going to have some many better offers than Wisconsin. They may be able to pay him the same amount, but he's going to have better.
Exactly. He's going to have Penn State. He's going to have a Penn State offer here real soon on his desk.
Or some SEC schools.
Maybe. I don't know if he's down with them. All right, so let's get into our score predictions. Buckeyes are favored by 27 in Madtown. Total of 41.5. I got to see exactly when is this game.
3:30.
3:30 on CBS. Okay.
Yep.
So we're going to jump around, literally. Who wants to go first? Jeff, how about you?
45-6. Buckeyes.
Wow. You think Ryan Day's going to run it up on Luke like that?
No, that's going to be 45-6. That's going to be that 45 might be sitting there for a while.
Yeah, it's probably going to be 2 defensive scores and.
No, Ryan Day's not going to have Julian slinging it up 30. No. There's a lot of respect for Luke, and they got a good relationship. But it's going to be an emphatic win.
All right. Sounds good. Think
I
about
can
your
see
microscopes.
Ryan Day not liking how the game's going, pushing it more.
Okay. Sean, what do you got?
I'm with you. I don't think if we get those couple defensive scores, then Jeff's probably right on. But I think it's going to be 45-10. No, 35-10. Sorry, 35-10.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So no cover, right? You said 20. I thought you said 24.5 when it opened up, but
No.
yeah, I got
27.
35-10. They score touchdown late probably because Ryan Day's not leaning on him.
Right. Okay. I'm going 41-9er. 41-9. Buckeyes cover. This is not ever going to be close, nor should it be.
It fucking better not be.
Yeah. I think I hope that the Wisconsin fans bring some juice to the game. And I don't mean orange juice and vodka. I mean like some energy. So because I think that was part of the issue for the Buckeyes against Illinois. It was like fucking dead in there, man. Whether it's good or bad energy,
Madison, I think, will be bumped. It's Ohio State's coming.
I would think,
but they're not. They're a abused, timid fan base right now. They're not.
Yeah.
They might come, but they're going to be leaving early, type thing.
Right. So yeah, 41-9er cover and the over. Let's go into our microscopes. Jeff, what do you got on offense?
Bo Jackson.
Okay.
Now, seeing if he comes back with the ankle.
That's 2 weeks in a row. You went Bo and Bo last week.
Uh-huh. And I got bogus and running and fucking pass coverage, 20 yards on the field.
Right. Sweet.
But
That's exactly
Kenyatta
what we're
played
looking
more.
for.
I didn't think Kenyatta was going to play. So,
Yeah, I didn't either. Yeah.
but yeah, I want to see Bo Jackson bounce back from getting dinged up a little bit. It's it's Wisconsin. Like everybody's stat padding. We need a stat pad too, just to make it perception, just make it look right.
Yeah. Okay. Sean, what do you got on offense?
I'll go with, I think I might have went with last week as well. Peoples.
Oh, okay. Battle of the running backs.
Yeah, well, like I said, I need that room to get stronger. Bo's dinged up a little bit. Rest him. I don't want to see him getting a ton of carries. This should be a lot of mop-up time. So it's not just Peoples. I'm also interested to see West get 6 or 7 carries as well.
Okay.
I want to empty that running back room.
Okay.
I'll piggyback on that on Sean's point there. I will bold prediction. Peoples has the most rushing touchdowns.
Wow.
I think he has
How
the
many?
most carries.
Wow. Okay. Wow, you guys are really throwing in the kitchen sink here. I like it. I think I got to go wide receiver. I think this is going to be a lot of easy pitch and catch. I know Luke knows how to, put a defense out there to reduce those big plays. Like Illinois is running 2 high safeties all day, so they're just basically, running a cloud over anybody going deep. But I think I'm still waiting for Brandon Inniss to have his game where he goes off.
Will he?
I don't know if we're going to get that. Because mainly we're running 13 and 14 personnel on the field all the fucking time, or even 12 for that matter. And Inniss has to come off. He's the first guy off,
Sure.
in all these big packages. So that's what she said. I don't know.
Nice.
So you got to go Tate or JJ because they're on the field more often. I'm going to go Tate. I think that's a safe pick.
You're good either way. I think on either one of those two, because I think they're both going to have. They're going to have their.
Did you see when Tate and Sayin kind of that miscommunication,
Yep.
and it looked like they were, I don't know, they made it sound like they were having words on the sideline, and then I know Tate caught at least one ball after that, but I almost feel like Sayin looked away from him after that. Am I in my head on that? Am I in my feels?
Yeah, I don't believe in that.
My impression, Sean, from that interaction, and then afterwards, another shot of them. I think everything's fine.
Yeah.
It was like a heat of the moment thing. He was complaining.
It was.
But I think it's
Sayin
over.
actually pointed to himself and said that was on me. He threw an out when it should have been an in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't know the context. Saw it. Just saw that they were trying to make. Oh, they're having words over there, kind of
Right.
like fuel the fire.
Right.
Yeah,
That's the quality Fox broadcast that we come to know and love.
I don't think there's any issue there. I think this guy's heat of the moment thing, and it's done. I would imagine.
And why would there be? I mean,
Right.
Sayin's like, no, don't be mad
Tate's
at me.
not that dude.
Let me keep throwing to you, man.
Right. And if you make a mistake, you should probably own up to it, right? I mean, what are we doing here? All right, Jeff, back around to you for defense. Who's under your microscope?
Defense.
Oh, we got some comments we got to get to.
I'm gonna go back to. I'm gonna see. What do we know the status on our starting corners? Or
I don't know anything about Lorenzo Styles.
Because I would say a Devin Sanchez bounce back game if he's gonna be thrust into that same position.
Okay.
So but if Styles ends up playing, but we're gonna watch Styles coming off the injury. So whichever one plays in spite of the injury.
Well, so you're okay.
Well, because if Styles stays out, then Matthews is going to move in, and Sanchez will get the start just like he did last week.
But at different
I
positions,
assume.
they don't play the same position. That's the thing.
No, but you know what
So
I'm
I would
saying, Joe.
say
Either Lorenzo
go
Styles is going
Jermaine.
to start or Devin Sanchez is going to start. One of those two will start. Two different positions. Yes.
Yeah.
But
Well,
Jermaine moves down into the Styles spot.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be watching the two guys. Either one of the guys is going to start, and the other one's not.
Okay. All right.
So
We got it.
Just
You got
hedging
two
my
guys
bet
then. You took two guys.
well, fuck yeah, just give me Devin Sanchez then. Joe. Then I'll watch him in the second half in mop-up duty. I don't know.
Sean,
Fuck,
what do you got on
dude.
defense?
Let's see. Who do I? Let's just go with my boy Arvell Reese, toughest guy in the country.
Okay.
Let's watch him wreck these guys for about a half, and then take a blow. Let Petty John Pierce finish it out.
Yeah. At some point, Reese has to be like unusable, right, for us? Kind of like Caleb Downs and
I'm not taking
Julian
him.
Sayin.
Yeah.
We have to kind of rule him out.
He's
Not
gonna
this
make
week.
an impact. Him, Jeremiah Smith, they're gonna make an impact on every game.
No, and again, Joe, you fucking change this every week. We're not picking the best fucking player on the team. We're like, what's the thing you're focused on and want to see? So you can have Julian Sayin, because sometimes he's going to be against a good fucking team, and it's good to take Sayin
All right.
or Smith or whoever.
All right.
Anyway, Arvell Reese, fuck off.
Got it.
Damn.
Who you got? Who you got?
Caleb Downs.
Oh.
He's good.
I'm going Caleb Downs.
Eh.
He's my guy. Since
I
day one,
I think
you haters.
we're Buckeye fans. I think we appreciate Caleb Downs, right? But like, he makes such an impact.
I
Like, there's
think
gonna be
people
a
forget
huge,
about him sometimes.
yes, because that's the resurgence of number 8 is kind of causing that, but everybody in the program knows he's the key to that defense for sure. And it just we're not gonna be able to appreciate him because he's not having all the stats. He's not making, but he's making sure that everybody's
Right.
in the right spot and having everybody else getting the stats.
Yeah, and he's changing the coverages, and he's messing with these quarterbacks' heads, and
He would be the most missed. He would be the most missed on that defense because he's that special, and the NFL knows it, and the NFL is going to take him early in the draft.
Yes.
All right. So let's get into a few comments. We got a few here to rifle through quickly. Odysseus, first man in. OHIOTU Odysseus. Odysseus says, all those preseason Clemson, Penn State title game predictions show how lazy the national media is.
Preach.
I would say yes. And that spills over into fans as well, not just the media.
They listen to what people say.
Hold on. Guess what? This whole crowd right here, I go look at who we thought was going to be in the playoff, because we did that before the season started.
Yeah.
So were we lazy on that?
I don't know.
That
I have to
wasn't
check tape. You want me to check tape?
Go ahead and check tape. But
Right.
But our wrong predictions on Penn State, Texas, and Clemson. But look we knew what they had returning.
yes, they got a bunch
Clemson
of
had-
talent.
Yes,
Yep.
so they had the most talent. That's why we're not wrong.
And they
They're
all
wrong
had
for fucking
quarterbacks.
losing.
They all had quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And all their quarterbacks suck, actually, as it turns out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were all supposed to be good by everybody's means. So no, they're failing. I'm not failing.
I'm not failing. You're failing.
I'm not failing. You're
But
failing.
I don't know if it shows you how lazy they are, but it shows you how worthless those preseason
Yes.
things are.
And you notice Texas just snuck back into the poll, the
Yeah.
top 25.
Where's Washington, by the way?
Yeah, exactly.
Where's USC at? Did they get in
Where's-
finally?
No.
Yeah. Oh, no, I think they
What?
did in one. USC
Did they?
is
What?
in there in the 20s. Yeah, I think so.
USC is
Barely.
still not ranked after beating. Oh my God!
After
Where is
beating the
Michigan?
mighty winged helmet? Yeah.
Are those folks? Are they still ranked? I haven't looked at it.
No, I don't think
No.
so.
Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure not.
Beat it,
Steve Cherry
Buzzkills.
says, hey, Joe, Jeff, and Sean, go Buckeyes. Michigan lost to USC. Elmau ass, what a glorious weekend. Exactly my thoughts. I couldn't put it into words, but that's exactly what I was thinking.
It was a tough weekend up here in Michigan. Michigan State, Michigan,
Oh.
Detroit Tigers,
Yeah.
Detroit Lions all got whacked.
Wow.
What was Lenny talking about today.
Oh,
He's
he's
missing
done with Jonathan Smith.
He's a
Oh,
Sparty,
yeah.
right? He's Sparty. Yeah, he's a Sparty guy.
Yeah. He's
Oh,
done with
Valenti?
Jonathan Smith.
Oh, yeah. He's hated Smith since last year. I don't know if I don't know why he hates him so much. Like he's Bush League, head back to the West Coast.
How did you feel about Childs then? Because they were a package
I
deal.
feel the same. Chili's is not
He's
a solid
not.
option.
He's not.
They needed some development there. He's a backyard quarterback. Anyway, before I get in more trouble, Stephen Cherry says 48-3 Buckeyes over Badgers. Day won't run it up on Fickle. I think, yeah, we all agree with that for sure.
Yeah, getting to 45
So
can be easy, I think.
48 is not running it up, by the way.
But you're going to finish drives, and you're going to have 6
Yeah.
drives in the first half,
Oh, yeah.
and you're going to be there right then, maybe.
Steve Cherry says Dabo to the Nittany Lions.
Nope, he's not coming north of Mason-Dixon.
No,
He is not coming north of
I think
Mason-Dixon.
That shit
Dabo's
doesn't
done with
fly.
college football.
Nobody's going to take you seriously with that fucking goofy-ass accent, Dabo. Stephen Cherry says there's absolutely no reason for Ryan to open the playbook. Looking at the rest of our schedule, save it for the cheaters and the CFP. That's a good way to look at it. I like that.
I'm on that. I can buy some of
I'll
that.
push back on that just a little bit because I think that you need to perfect things and run them, kind of to get good at them. If you're out there throwing them in and you haven't run this play all year, I think your odds of failure on that play are higher than if you've ran it a few times. Now, I'm not saying get all crazy and do everything all the time, but don't keep it too closed.
Moderation. I'm with you, Sean. That's you got to practice it. You got to show it, but not include it in your game plan. You know, as far as like
show
that's
in order to grow it, is what they say.
helps me.
You're a shower or a grower?
Yeah, or both. Steve Cherry says Drew Aller was hurt on purpose by number 1 of Northwestern. Wow,
I didn't
let's
see
go
that.
back and check that tape.
Yeah.
They go for the leg. I did have a break
That
in the
was
leg.
Badass Buckeye. Sorry, that was Badass Buckeye.
I did not. I saw the injury, but I didn't watch it. I didn't see any replays or nothing.
I
But
got to
what
go
was
back
the
and
injury?
watch that entire game because I want to see the death of James Franklin.
The still shots of him on the sidelines, like he looks like he's lost. there's a couple of those that's pretty good.
Well, anyway, I'll let you know when I feel bad. Badass Buckeye says Kelly coached Cincinnati. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He left them real cold-blooded. Left them.
Shocker.
Like,
I can't
didn't
imagine
even-
him doing that. At least he didn't have to fake a Cincinnati accent. Whatever that is. Badass Buckeye says Wisconsin is a dumpster fire with NIL. Yeah, I think we've established that. And Badass Buckeye says 40-13 Ohio State.
I don't see him getting double digits.
Yeah. That seems hard. That's what she said.
Nailing
Anyway.
it. Jesus, you write those out?
No. It just comes naturally. I have a big Post-it note that says that's what she said right in front of my face all the time.
You're a
That's
fan of
what
The
she
Office
said.
too. I didn't get the show.
The orifice. Yeah. All right. Hey, anything else? I think we've done enough damage here for one night. This Wisconsin game's going to be a pushover. What else do we got going on?
What are the big games? What's the big matchups? I know the SEC's got top 15 matchups, of course.
Did you know we are in the month of Cocktober? got
Michigan could be
Oklahoma.
looking at another loss. Washington comes to Ann Arbor.
Right. I'm concerned about this whole time zone travel, though.
Yeah, to Maryland. They have the Rutgers at home, and then back
For
to
the
Michigan.
entire Big Ten, honestly. I mean,
Indiana did all right.
Yeah, but the record, I think, is still. Let's see, going into last weekend, it was 10-20 teams traveling more than 2 time zones in the Big Ten. Just over the last 2 years, 10-20.
And Tony
But-
Petitti will say that's their way of equaling everybody out.
But you have to remember this. There's 4 teams on the West Coast that represent 40% of that stat.
What?
The West Coast,
Wow.
your classic Big Ten teams when they play each other aren't traveling to time zones.
No, but we're
Half-
traveling out there.
Yeah, but half of their games are basically here. They're doing a lot more of that travel than the rest of us.
And yes, because they don't play each other.
Everyone-
I get that.
everyone
yes,
they
I
play-
understand. I get that.
So that's why
But
there's
we're-
more of those games. Those 4 teams have much more,
Yes, true.
and those teams
Aren't
aren't that good outside of Oregon.
I get that. But Michigan just went out there and got their face stomped in. So, anyway, other big games. You got Nebraska, Minnesota on a Friday night. That's sacrilege. Louisville, Miami. I don't know what's going to happen there. Probably nothing good. Oklahoma at South Carolina.
Trash.
Sparty goes to Indiana. Do
Dog
something,
walking.
Sparty. Come on.
Nope.
All right. Ole Miss at Georgia.
Yep. There it is. There it is. That's where that's got to be the night game.
How about Oregon going all the way to Rutgers after playing that tough game against Indiana at home?
I think Lanning runs the score up on fucking Italian Stallion.
Spread
Yeah.
17.5. But
Yeah, I
over
think
under 60.5.
I'm taking Oregon Oregon to cover.
Okay.
He will.
Tennessee,
I think he will
Bama.
fire. Tennessee Bama. That's always a good game.
USC Notre Dame. At Notre Dame.
Used to be a good game.
I'd love to see USC
That's gonna be a
basically.
great one.
I'd love to see USC knock them out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so they finally get ranked. Do you think then if they beat Notre Dame and because when Notre Dame's not a quality win, they're out of the rankings.
Notre Dame's 13. I got USC at 20 in this listing.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a lot of good games this week actually. You got 2 at night. I don't care about Texas, Kentucky. I think your 3:30s and your night games are probably your best games. There's nothing at noon. LSU, Vandy.
Where's A&M playing?
A&M has at Arkansas 3:30. That's an easy win. They're going to continue to be undefeated.
A&M's their defense is real.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they're the best team in the SEC. I think there's 5 of them. They're all together. You pick any of the 5.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, they're gonna have 6 in the playoffs. I bet. SEC gets 6. I bet.
Well, they got 9 in the fucking top 10. So.
And that's gonna lead to it.
So.
Is the SEC the only conference that talks about top 15 matchups? I've heard top 25s and top 5s or top 10s. Never top 15.
Obviously, that's a cherry-picked number.
Yeah, because 13's playing 14, so you got 2 top 15 teams. Get the fuck out of here.
Right. Just like those college football nerds saying that Julian Sayin couldn't throw a ball over 45 yards. Very specific number you guys chose. Why is that? Anyway, doesn't matter. All right, yeah. Another great weekend. Even when there's a seemingly shit weekend of games, it actually turns into a bunch of crazy games.
Joe, where's Penn State playing this week? Where's Penn
I don't
State
know
going?
what you're saying. I lost volume. If you can hear me,
I hear you.
I can't hear you guys anymore.
All right, Penn State does not play this week.
Perfect. Their interim coach is their cornerbacks coach.
Or maybe they're not ranked anymore. That's probably why I don't see them.
Yeah, they're not ranked for sure. But their interim coach, their DB coach.
Funny they didn't go with Jim Knowles there, huh?
I made this say I thought it was a coup. I thought Knowles came in and fucking started plotting on shit. Their DB coach, that was surprising to me. Not the OC.
They play Iowa at Iowa on the 18th. So that's Friday, or that's this week.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Is Iowa favored? I would think so. My money would go to in Kinnick. Yeah.
I'm not seeing a number there yet. Oh, here we go. Yep, 2.5. Over under of 38.5.
Oh,
With
it's
no
gonna be
Drew Aller, I mean, you gotta go under there and
It's gonna be 13-10.
take the Hawkeyes. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's on the cock.
that's what she said.
Ew. So yeah, Monday. Let's see. We'll be back Monday night. Yep, everything is on schedule. Following Monday, I'll be coming from south of the border, so we got that going for us, which is nice.
Gallivanting around the world.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Well, it's only a 2-hour flight from here. But anyway, yeah. So good to talk to you, Sean.
Shawnee, my man.
Yeah, he's on a time clock.
He poured another drink.
Yeah. All right. That's all I got for you guys tonight. Please
Come over
get to
hey, Joe, come
BuckeyeCast.com
Sorry.
and
Sorry.
like, subscribe, share the show with a friend. Grab your girlfriend's phone and subscribe to the show on her phone, and then all your relatives grab their phones around Thanksgiving and subscribe to the show. That would be helpful. And that's all I got for you. Jeff and Sean, appreciate you.
Always, brother. Come to Orlando this weekend.
This weekend? No. Can't.
All right.
We'll get on the calendar, though. I do have to come there soon. Anyway.
Yeah,
That's all I
we're
got
going to
for you
get together
tonight.
for a game. All right, brother.
Talk to you later.